Welcome to Life on Track, all about helping you get into the driver's seat of your own life, not my life, not your parents' life, not your boss's life, not your partner's life, nobody else's life except for yours. Get your life on track personally and professionally. And it's about staying in your lane, right? And just constantly expanding your world, rocking your world. And it's just incredible. It's amazing. And for you guys, I just started this last week. It was the introduction last week. And again, just like my Life on Track summits and my Life on Track TV show, that the summit I did a couple of years ago and the TV show I did last year, these moments are literally, I use the principles in my books and Work Love, which was written during the pandemic. And I thought, what's the creative? The sky is falling here in New York. I thought, what's the creative opportunity here? And Work Love was born. And I wanted to bring love back into the workplace because people felt isolated and disrespected and disheveled working from home. And it's my first fictional book for adults. And it's about creating a culture of love at work and also loving what you do. It's just a little shift in mindset, and allow other people to love what they do and it's about team building, allowing everybody to show up as the best version of themselves and working together to that capacity. It just makes for a beautiful work environment. So that's Work Love. And then everything I do is based on the principles in this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which is a classic from 1937. And it's a blueprint, a design to create a beautiful life for yourself, again, personally and professionally. An amazing book. I highly recommend that you run out and get that book and study it. Study it like a textbook. Don't just read it like a novel, cover to cover. Like, read it over and over and over again. The more you read it, the more you get out of it. And it's just an extraordinary book. So a friend of mine, Eric Swanson, decided to create Habitude Warrior. His business created the 13 Steps to Riches book series. And I'm a contributing author in that. And the 13 books, nine of which have been released already, all went #1 bestseller because I really believe people are just craving all this stuff these days with everything going on. And the first principle in both Think and Grow Rich and this first book is desire. Let me get this up here. Desire. You have to have a white hot burning desire to get anything done that you want to get done in life. You have to have that drive. Let me read something really quick that Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich that I absolutely love. Pay close attention to this. All right, let me see. Here it is. He said, remember, no more effort is required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty. A great poet has correctly stated the universal truth through these lines. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is a just employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life would have willingly paid. How cool is that? It's amazing. So anyway, desire. You want to have the white hot burning desire to get done what you want to get done. And you know me, I'm all about vision and decision. Write it down. What is it that you want to get done? Like this week, what would you like to get done this week? Do you have that white hot burning desire? Are you committed to it? Is it burn the boats, come hella high water? Like, I'm going to get this done. Or are you just interested in doing it? You have some self-limiting beliefs, some self-doubt keeping you back, where you're just interested. So what happens at that point is at the first sign of an obstacle, any challenge that shows up, you'll back off. And you'll give up and you'll say to yourself, oh, it wasn't meant for me. That was a sign, or, I'm just not that fortunate. I'm not that lucky. When really it's just, you weren't committed. You didn't have the white hot burning desire that no matter what, I'm going to make it happen. You guys know I had cancer back in 1991, and the doctors kept saying I was going to die, and I kept living because I had the white hot burning desire, to live. And just a couple of years ago after a divorce, I grew my business in amazing ways, because I had the white hot burning desire, and I knew what my why was, and I had that massive burning desire. And it's just, I'm living my best life. I always say I've never been happier, healthier, and wealthier in my life than I am these days. But because I had that white hot burning desire, it became the priority, the number one priority in my life. And, for my kids and I, and I made it happen. So I want you to just, oh, you know what? Let me actually read the first sentence in my chapter in the 13 Steps to Riches, because it basically sums it up for me. My chapter in this book, it's a collaboration book. And the title of my chapter is Engage Every Fiber of Your Being. And I said, the definition of desire for me is the visceral feeling throughout my entire mind, body, spirit, whereby every fiber of my being is fully engaged and solely focused on one goal. Multitasking is overrated. Multitasking is not a good thing. We were told to believe, and there's so much money being made on this, it's ridiculous, that multitasking was good. Like if you're a multitasker as a mom, that was fabulous, and all these different things. You don't want to be good at multitasking, because you'll get a lot done, but you won't get everything done really, really well. There's a whole power behind focus. What we focus on expands, and the focus of one, the power of one, focusing on one thing. And with that white hot burning desire, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be unstoppable with making that, your reality. I actually have a client, he's in Idaho, and I love him. And he actually flew, and I had an in-person event. I had an in-person event in October. Again, it was Life on Track, and it was to empower female entrepreneurs to be all you can be and celebrate the men who support us. And there was over 100 people there. That was networking. It was extraordinary. It was so good. So anyway, my client flew in from Idaho with a couple of his daughters. And now my client had a white hot burning desire to grow his own business. When the pandemic happened, he was growing his own he's a financial advisor, and he's extraordinary, but he had some self-doubt, and he had self-limiting beliefs that we had to cut through and, get rid of that programming in his mind, and override that program with the confidence that he has today. It's extraordinary to see just in 2 years. But Trevor would have been very happy making $7,000. And where he lives, and then it went to 10,000. And I said, you can do so much better than that as a financial advisor. I mean, like the sky is just the beginning. But he couldn't see it at first. Long story short, Trevor went from 0, with my coaching to 5, and then 10, and then 15, and then 20, and then 30. And he had his first $80,000 month in this past September. And it was just no, it was August. It was August. It was just extraordinary. Anyway, but in the beginning, he couldn't even fathom it, couldn't see it. But he had the white hot burning desire, to keep the roof over his family's head and provide for his family. And he's got an extraordinary family. So anyway, he had the white hot burning desire, and he made it happen. So and I'm still working with him. He's a fabulous, fabulous client. So anyway, so for you guys, this week, I really want you to focus on writing down what it is that you want to do. What is it that you want to accomplish? It could be regarding financials. It could be regarding health, relationships. It could be spirituality. It could be anything that you want. But what for you today is the priority for you? Quiet your mind, take some time to quiet your mind and allow the ideas to come. After you write it down, just quiet the mind, allow the ideas to come. We don't know where they come from, the ether, I call it the divine download, but the ideas come, and then you have to act on the ideas, on those inspired ideas. You got to take the inspired action. Otherwise, the opportunities will pass you by, and you don't want that to happen. So you want to have that white hot burning desire to get it done. And then you're going to go get it done when you get the ideas to make it happen, because that's really how it works. That's how it works. And it's really, really cool. So if you guys have any questions at all, you can reach out to me. I have a huge team who I love. I absolutely love my team. But I'm the one I love the communication, as you guys know, the communication. So I'm the one that does all the coaching and the speaking and the writing. And I actually email you back myself. I usually do not. Sometimes I have to, but I usually do not have a team member email you back, but I would be crystal clear in the correspondence to say that it's a team member, but normally it's me. All right. So reach out to me if you'd like with any questions that you have. if you're interested in coaching, you have my website also, erinlay.com. I would love for you to go there. And for my business owners, I started doing this where I can help you find at least $100,000 in hidden revenue in your business without additional spending on marketing and advertising. I have 12 strategies, and my book, Rapid Revenue, those were the 12 strategies before the pandemic. I'm writing a new book for anybody who would like to be a case study for my new book. That would be just absolutely fabulous. And I just want to show that these 12 strategies work post-pandemic, during the recession, the inflation, they work in any financial climate. It's just absolutely amazing. And then I have a roadmap that I can give you and to show you how you could do this for your business as a thank you. But anyway, if you'd like to help me as I go through the 12 strategies for my next book with you to see how it would help your industry, that would be beautiful. So you can reach out to me as well. And there's the website if you want to check it out there. And anyway, I want you guys to have an incredible week. Have a magnificent rest of your week. And always remember to live onward and upward. Love you.